One of my favorite budget backyard topics, outdoor fire features coming at you right now. Why are we still fascinated with fire features in our backyards? Researchers report an average of 5% decrease in anxiety and blood pressure for fire watchers. Isn't it true that the longer we watch the fire, the more relaxed we become? The multisensory experience of seeing the flames and hearing the crackling of the fire helps us to focus our minds on the fire and let the other concerns just drift away, bringing scientifically proven relaxation. If you think about it, have you ever met anyone who didn't love an outdoor fireplace or an outdoor fire pit? R&R in front of pleasant fire features provides simple pleasure in life, and it has for hundreds of years. Some people even call it caveman television. Whether solo or with family and friends, having a fire in your outdoor living space is a big must-have. Which one works best for you? We've packed all kinds of fire features in this video for extra ideas so you can visualize the fire feature that works best for your budget in your backyard. Okay guys, are you ready for some fire pit action? Imagine a space to gather with friends and family with this kind of over-the-top appeal. Nothing but a memory maker, don't you think? Fire pits come in all shapes and sizes and fit in any small, medium, or large backyards. They can be wood burning or they can be gas. They can be budget DIY or show me the money amazing. All kinds of materials and styles, but the end results are the same, mesmerizing. You can enjoy them during the day or the evening. Fire pits do not age discriminate. They're for young and old alike. Let's take you to the pits to get you strategizing on your best backyard fire pit. So gas or wood burning, the choice is all yours. But the ease of flipping a switch in your hectic paced life? Many are choosing gas burning fire pits because of the ease and clean burning for the environment. This aesthetic works well in recent upswings in contemporary landscape design trends. Some like the real McCoy of wood-burning fireplaces. They equate gas fireplaces to the fake plants or fake fruit. Wood is a cheaper fuel source than gas and is often free if you have access to it on your property. In spite of the fact that wood burning is more combustion efficient and heat transfer efficient, the nostalgic wood-burning smoke smells, the sizzle, and the crackle may win this debate. Wood fires are more labor-intensive, but some like the gathering and stoking of it all. Now there's also fire pits that are in metal. This is a very popular option. If you're looking for a fun idea for a fire pit, metal fire pits are known for their durability and effective design when it comes to spreading heat. You have three main metals for fire pits. You have aluminum, you have stainless steel, and you have cast iron. Each has its own pluses and minuses. Aluminum is a lightweight reactive metal that doesn't rust or corrode easily. It's also an excellent conductor of heat, so your fire will evenly distribute throughout the pit. A product that is gaining popularity is a Solo Stove. This is a smokeless fire pit and it's perfect for family or friends or a backyard party, and it comes in lots of different sizes, so you can even travel with it up to the mountain and use it effectively in that way as well. It features a ring on the bottom to protect it from extreme heat below and a ring on the top to encourage ventilation. The two-walled construction traps air between the walls to burn up smoke before it reaches your hair and your clothes. This is great because we get the heat, but we don't have the smell that's trapped on us. Many homeowners swear by their Solo Stoves, although many believe that concrete and stone are heavier, more permanent fire pit options. So I've shown you some pretty great looking fire pits here. There are many different price points. Most of them have been constructed with concrete and stone. And many of these fire pits can be DIY. In fact, I would strongly encourage you to try to DIY your fire pit. You're gonna save a lot of money and it's gonna be a custom fire feature for your backyard space. Let me talk to you a little bit about how to do these custom DIY fire pits. So first of all, you want to pour a base, simple concrete base, to let your concrete block sit on. All it is from there is just forming your fire pit out of concrete block. Now this is CMU, it's very inexpensive. You can get it at Home Depot. You can easily mix the mortar yourself and put the fire feature together. Of course, this is just the bones of the fire feature. Now these DIY custom fire pits, of course, can be rectangle, square, or round. There's so many different options. Let's choose a style that works best for you. But if it's square or rectangle, it's just simple as pouring that concrete base, forming it out of the block itself. Now, if it's circular, of course, you want to get that circle pattern correct. I like to set my block work up, as you see in this photo here. And that's a great way to get you the bones or the outline of your fire pit. All right, so a little bit more mortar work, and now we can do our stone on the side. And then obviously we just want to put a hearth or a cap on side of our fire pit. And that's pretty much it, with the exception of if you're going with wood burning or with gas. So if it's wood burning, you want to make sure the bottom of the fire pit and the sides of the interior of the fire pit are all done with fire brick. And then it's pretty much as easy as that for a wood burning. Now, if it's gas, you're going to want to have a gas contractor help you run a gas line over, and then you're going to want to do a key valve. It's pretty easy construction, but I want to talk to you more about that later. But speaking of DIY, I want to let you know that we have so much information in our membership site about DIYing not only your fire pit or your fire feature, but really your whole backyard in general. I teach you the principles of how to design your space correctly, and fire pits are a big one because if you're going to go square, rectangular, or circular, you're going to need to know what style works best for the rest of your landscape. So take a look at the membership. There's so much information, I could hardly go over it all in this video, but when we dive deep into the membership, you're going to have everything answered, including everything you need to know about how to build your fire pits correctly. So now let's talk about fire pits with seat walls, because seat walls surrounding a fire pit are just the right option for a small yard seating. In some cases, a seat wall can act as a retaining wall while giving many more places for guests to enjoy the fire. Notice the many styles and practical seat walls offered. Fire pits and seat walls draw you and your guests out into the property. Both in concrete block, or custom wood, these benches are an excellent choice for any backyard living space. Seat walls do a great job of framing a spot. They do a great job of giving you a destination that you are naturally drawn out to. Of course, the fire is going to do that, but the seat wall anchors that spot and gives you a great destination. Another fire pit that I want to talk about is the fire pit with a reflection wall on it. Now, these are great for DIYers or for budget friendly. They're a lot less expensive than a store-bought fireplace. Those fireplaces are great, but really this is a budget video, so I want to focus on this fire pit with reflection wall. Now, you can build these out of complete poured concrete. So if you are a concrete DIYer, this might be the right fit for you. Take a look at how beautiful this feature looks. We actually did this one with board form concrete. So we put some siding into the form to impress the wood grain into the concrete itself. But here, take a look at this option. This is just a concrete block version of what I just showed you with the fire pits themselves. Now, the one drawback to doing them like this is you have to make sure that that stonework that you have on the reflection wall can handle the heat. And you're probably going to want to use some heat resistant mortar when you do this, because that fire pit wall reflects a lot of heat. So you're going to get a lot of residue on the side of that wall if you don't have the right stonework. Now, take a look at how beautiful this fire pit with reflection wall looks. It looks super extravagant, but it's very easy and very inexpensive to build if you can do it yourself. We just built that wall almost like a wall, like an interior wall. So we just use 2x4, we obviously use cement board, and then we put some heat resistant mortar over that. And the fire pit itself was just poured concrete, so some simple forms, and pour your walls, pour your fire pit, and you have a great base to work from for the rest of the fire feature. We added a mantle there for the TV because we wanted to reflect some of the heat away from the TV. But other than that, look at how nice this looks. It's a beautiful fire pit with reflection wall on a budget. There's just something about a fire feature to cozy up to, or a fire pit in open air to stargaze. Watching your budget? Well, perhaps you can start with a fire pit, then a fireplace once you have a structure in place. You'll be one of the many homeowners who've added a fire feature to their outdoor spaces in stages. That's another reason why being a part of our DIY membership experience will allow you a first-hand view of other DIY members around the world who are adding these mesmerizing fireplaces in their backyards. You'll see their ideas for inspiration and be able to utilize helpful experiences while sharing your own. So don't forget to click the link below. So let's hear from some of our members about their experience within the membership itself.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys and everything you do for us and the community and everybody else. I mean, it is a lot of fun being in it, being involved in it. I mean, my design has evolved from just a couple ideas and sketches on a pad and to actual actually getting it done now. So, I mean, it's been a huge help to us. So
I really like this fire table setup too, the way you use the elevation change there. I think that's just awesome.
I wanted a way to block the back of the grill. That way when we're sitting up here, like I'm out here right now. Behind me on that wall will be a TV. TV is already there. So when you're sitting out around the bar, you'll be able to see that one. And then when you're sitting up here in I call it our outdoor living room. When you're sitting up here, there'll be that TV on the wall behind me.
It looks awesome, and it's just in time for summer. It's right around the corner, so good job, Doug.
Thank you. We're excited about it.
So fire features are for storytelling and laughter, for family, for friend time. Nothing compares to stories around the fire pit. Pull up a seat around the fire and swap a few good stories. These are the times you'll cherish. So obviously fire features are a staple in your backyard. Another one that I feel is a staple is a water feature. Here's a whole video on why you should consider a water feature as part of your backyard, even on a budget.